introduction.
Hi.
Hello.
Meow.
We have just arrived to our lovely hotel room in Kunshan. We had our first performance in Suzhou recently. Apparently that's how you say it.
Nice emphasis.
And it went very well. Of course we had a few hiccups, but like that's to be expected. It was a really, really beautiful theater. They put down special Marley just for us. It's actually, it looks like it was just a concert hall, but we did a dance performance there and they accommodated us very well. They improvised lighting for us that turned out beautifully.
It was awesome.
Like 1 hour before the show.
Yeah.
We did all the lighting 1 hour before the show.
It was really top
Yeah.
notch.
It was so crazy.
Really, really great. So what's everybody's impressions of our first actual performance of our choreography for a Chinese audience?
Felt so good.
Yeah, so nice to be on in a real stage and like doing all of our stuff that we've been working on for so long, like for the first time. It was just really, really exciting.
And it was actually so impressive because we were all running on like no sleep.
Yeah.
We were all just
literally no sleep.
And we got there like 4 hours before
the
show,
performance.
and
We literally
just had to,
flew in, unpacked our stuff,
get used
went
to
to
the
lunch,
stage.
and then hit the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so worth it though. Like we had so much adrenaline in the show that I totally forgot that we had no sleep. By second act, I felt like so energized, and I don't know, just the group was so excited to finally be performing our show. And it was really cool afterwards once we got all our stuff packed up and we left the theater. We walked out and the theater is right on like this boardwalk on the water, and it was absolutely beautiful. And it was one of the first times that we've had on this trip to just like take a pause and breathe and like
It was quiet.
enjoy the surroundings and the nature and the quiet, and it was just an awesome moment, all of us standing out there and sort of just saying, oh my gosh, we did it, we just did that, we did our full performance, like this is all really happening. And all that hard work, all those like sleepless nights during the semester were so worth it.
And before we got there, so we went to the hotel, right, and we flew in, dropped off our stuff, and we had no idea what to expect. Like, we're kind of taking things as they come, you know, don't know. So we're walking down the street and we're like, oh, we're going to the performance venue. We're all joking. We're like, you know, it's gonna be like in the middle of like we have no idea what to expect for this stage. And we walk up and it is this gorgeous concert hall, and like we just stopped and I was like, we were like, are you kidding? Like, we have to be dancing like the shack next to it. There is no way
We
that
walked
we are.
into this huge plaza. The theater looked like a huge glass lotus flower.
Yeah. but then
Beautiful.
we walk down the side because Lua's taking us to the stage door entrance, and we see like an outdoor like seating area with this like open flat surface for like an outdoor stage, and I was convinced that was where, like, no wings, literally just like an open outdoor place. And I was like, okay, this is where we're dancing. Like, it's really hot outside, like we can do it, we can make it work. And then he's like, no, go inside. And we're like, we each, like, it's these beautiful like marbles, like, no, there's no marble.
There was marble. There were dressing rooms, like with tons of like, I mean, we felt really special having our own sinks in the dressing rooms.
Yeah.
Like beautiful, beautiful space, and like the seats in the house was brand new.
Yeah.
The place was brand new.
It was beautiful.
Brand.
And we had a
I think they said it was built 3 months ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I think also
The entire place looked incredibly high tech and modernized, and you know, outside was breathtaking, like Catherine said. And you know, as a first time performer, like other than Page Auditorium, this might have been my first ever performance as a b-boy. You know, you don't usually do these kind of things, and it was incredible. Just going through the dress rehearsals, going on stage, you know, I felt really thankful for everything that's happened, and it was definitely a new experience going through all of that with the tech rehearsal, with everyone here just preparing, sleep with what was it, like 3 hours that we had?
Yeah.
4
And
hours?
If even.
2 days right before here, literally, we performed for the opening ceremony, which was amazing. And then right after that, we had an all-day rehearsal to prepare for our show, and then we had to fly to Suzhou, so we really had no time
and
to
then
take a
perform
breath.
that day that we flew.
And perform the day that we flew
We had a
in.
5 a.m. flight. I think also it's interesting to say that the performance audience was very interesting. We didn't know what to expect, but I think they also didn't know what to expect, which was a very new experience. Because, well, first of all, like we were used to being in the university atmosphere with a bunch of energetic college students coming from art schools, and while we were definitely new for them there because they told us, we talked to them a lot, we were a lot more free and expressive, but they all were coming from a dance place and were interested in that. It was very different being in like a concert hall, like more professional dance theater, and our showcase is very diverse. We have everything from Indian to contemporary to tango to kind of like theatrical pieces, hip hop, some like voguing, and they definitely I really think they liked it, but as an audience they didn't exactly know how to respond, which I think was interesting. It was always like they hesitated before clapping. It was definitely what I think was very different from anything they've ever seen or experienced. So like that was very cool to be able to kind of share that with them, but it was also something to get used to on our end because we kind of had to prepare ourselves and kind of discuss afterwards, like we need to now remember, we're not with these overly energetic and enthusiastic college students anymore, so it's going to be different, presenting our stuff to this audience than maybe what we're used to back at Duke or at home. So that was interesting.
Yeah, and our pieces that we are all involved in are really like our technical best. So Catherine's doing her contemporary, I'm doing ballet, Monica's doing her individual solo, Kartik has his beat boying, and everyone's doing their best. And it felt really good to just finally, like, not saying that University Ed was bad or anything like that. It was just, we were really in a big group, and like we were a small group within the big group, but now we were dancing like as our own kind of, and
It's
as
refreshing
our own
to do
group.
our own
Yeah.
choreography
Yeah.
and kind of have a lot more liberty with what we were performing.
Yeah, and on top of that, part of the reason I think our group is so great is that we were getting to try new styles. Like, I performed a Latin piece for the first time ever on a stage, and I've never had any kind of Latin training, but I have an amazing partner, Will.
And amazing
And
Beautiful
and
dress.
it was so much fun, and I think one of the best things about being part of this group is that I get to try new styles and kind of break out of my own contemporary modern training.
I also really like that, I get to do a solo that's just my own sort of thing, and I would love to be able to to dance for a range of audiences, but I know that's kind of unrealistic for someone who I don't have credentials in a dance world sense. So this is my opportunity to do something that I love without that sort of holding me back. I get to express myself when my whole life I've just thought that if I wanted to dance I'd have to wait for a party or something. And
You're all saying that this is the closest we're probably going to get to dancing in a real company
Yeah.
and going on a tour.
It's absolutely insane. Every single step, I'm more and more impressed by multiple things. First of all, every venue we're going to, every experience we're having. We were talking just before, how much I appreciated going to the University Ed and talking with the students and making those friendships I never thought I'd made. But now we're trying to keep in touch and still texting the kids. Kids are our age. Our friends. And then we go on and we're going in these amazing concert halls and really being treated as professionals. And now we're here. I'm so excited. It was so refreshing to be to see a Duke representative, and I'm really excited to see the Duke's am I saying it right, Kunshan campus tomorrow and perform it. I'm so excited to perform at their dinner reception. And I think we're going to be meeting up with the basketball team, and so it'll be nice to see some familiar faces, and be back in the Duke circle will be really cool and exciting. So we don't really know much. We just got to the hotel, but we'll be in the Duke world a little bit for the next 2 days, which is also nice.
Yeah, and I know we keep saying this, but I just like cannot say enough how grateful I am for this experience. Like every single day, it's like, I mean, it's been exhausting, and we've been traveling. We're running on so little sleep, and we're rehearsing all the time. But like, I thought about this like the other day, and I was talking to Spencer about it. It's just like, as exhausting as it's been, and how like stressful, and all those nights that we spent at the end of the day, it's like I wake up every single day and all I get to do is dance, and like I get to do what I love the entire day and nothing else. And like, I don't know when else I'll ever get to do this ever again. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to keep dancing after I leave college, and it's just like having this experience is just like I get like emotional thinking about it. It's like, it's amazing. It's so amazing.
When we got on the bus to come here tonight from the train station, I turned to a few people like Catherine and Ashley and Zsofia and Monica, and I was like, you know, when you applied to Duke, did you ever think, ever for a second, that anything like this would happen? Like, when you filled out your application, did you think, I'm applying for the opportunity to go across the world just to dance however you want? No? Like, what the heck? Like, no one gets these opportunities, and it blows my mind every single time I think about it. Like, who let me come here to dance and make new friends and learn about myself and learn about a new culture and a completely different, many different ways of life, and see so many things that otherwise I might never have gotten to see. It's actually, it's life-changing.
And I feel, and I want to make sure whoever's watching this, I don't know if anyone's watching this, I don't know out there, knows that like we're not just saying.
Talking to ourselves.
Sorry.
Chinese friends.
No, but we're not just saying this because like we're video blogging. Like, I have talked about the group. Like, there have been countless times in the day where I stop and I'm just like, this is happening. Like, we put so much time last semester, like so many hours of rehearsals, such little sleep. Like, we all were so stressed out because we were trying to juggle so many things and didn't know if it would pay off. This got taken away from us so many different times because, you know, the university had invited us to come, and then there was a switch in management, and like then we weren't invited anymore, and then we had to reapply, and Duke stepped in and struggled for us to get there, and then, you know, we were dropped again, and then our other connections stepped in and got us these performance venues. And
Thank you, Shamay.
yeah, thank you so much. Like, each time, like, we had no idea what was going on in a given moment, and we're here, and we were on the flight, and we're like, okay, we have